Hey, this is Matt Stohrer, and I repair saxophones for a living. Today I would like to show you some Woodwind Company, New York mouthpieces. Now I've got an old advertisement I've printed out here that you guys, if you would like to read, you can go ahead and pause this on high definition and you should be able to read it. So the Woodwind Company, New York, is different from the Woodwind Company, there we go, Educator or Woodwind Company, France. And the mouthpieces should be marked Woodwind Company, New York. Woodwind Company, New York was a mouthpiece maker based in New York, as you might imagine, that made a lot of mouthpieces under their own name and also for other folks. So you can see this shape and design in a lot of mouthpieces. And once you learn to recognize it, you can get Woodwind Company, New York mouthpieces for cheap when they say different things on it. But you have to be careful because as far as the design, they are fairly generic, so unless you've got a really sharp eye, you might be getting something else. Now, the Woodwind Company mouthpieces were excellent quality hard rubber, and they usually sported a large-ish chamber, concave sidewalls, and a small baffle. A lot of times they'll have the facing, let's see if we can get that to show, yep, stamped on the table. And you can see this says B5, although on the top of the mouthpiece it says 36. The 36 mouthpieces, I believe, were all B facings. Not quite sure of the history there. It's kind of hard to figure out because this advertisement that I've got here is pretty much all I've seen as far as history goes. Now you can see there the B facing is a standard for almost all players. While the C facing is for alto sax only, extremely live sound for jazz. I haven't actually seen one of those. K facing for first alto men, best with the mellophone special bore. You can see up here the mellophone special. Clarinet designed chamber, that's going to be kind of a chamber that you would think of with modern like C-star mouthpieces where it's got square chamber, straight sidewalls. G, small resistance, preferred for smooth quality, which I actually have one of those here. This is a soprano mouthpiece. Let's see if we can get it to show up. Come on. There we go. G8, Woodwind Company, New York. And if you look at this one as compared to the B facing, you can see it's got straighter sidewalls, a bit more baffle, and if you look at it from this way, you can see it's actually got a bit of a squeezed chamber, which is unusual for mouthpieces of this age. And you compare that to the 36 soprano piece, which has a much larger chamber, no squeezed throat, and concave sidewalls. Oh, and by the way, I got a new camera, which I'm learning to use, which I'll be shooting these videos with pretty soon, as soon as I get a microphone, because the autofocus noise is ridiculous. Now here is a alto Woodwind Company New York piece that is unmarked on the top, and it's gone. This did have a B on the table, but I had it refaced, which is something you're usually going to want to do with these. You can get yourself a little bit more baffle, and the facings on these that were original are very, very closed. So unless you like closed facings, you're going to probably want to get them refaced. Now, the value of these mouthpieces is that they've got a really great all-around design, and especially if you get them refaced, you can have a little bit of baffle added in, like I did with these, and you get all the benefits of a large chamber mouthpiece with excellent hard rubber, without a whole lot of the tubbiness that you can find sometimes in like old Bisher and Kahn pieces. And I actually really like these quite a bit. I've got a set here of soprano, alto, tenor, and also two different soprano pieces. One thing you need to watch out for with these mouthpieces is the shank size is quite different from mouthpiece to mouthpiece, I've found. This one I had to put a liner in to make it fit. You can see by comparison this one is positively enormous, and I'm probably going to need to put a liner in that one too. While this one was really small and I had to bore it out. So that's something to watch out for. So, Woodwind Company, New York, saxophone mouthpieces, excellent value. Keep an eye out for them. Get them refaced, and you can have a professional quality mouthpiece for not a whole lot of money. I'm Matt Stohrer. I repair saxophones for a living. Thanks for watching.